Hello and welcome to the Wellness Universe Lounge. This is our webinar platform. On behalf of myself, Anna Pereira, the founder of the Wellness Universe, and my co-founder, Sherry Elise, we want to welcome you. Thank you for joining us live, and thank you who are viewing the recording of Public Relations 101. This is our platform where our members give webinars to enrich your lives in the 7 areas of wellness. They are environmental, emotional, intellectual, occupational, physical, social, and spiritual. We classify wellness in all these areas because it takes all of these areas to be fully whole and fully well. I want to let you know that we do have some extraordinary resources here at the lounge. Please check out our instructors. They have a wonderful offering of live webinars and also recorded webinars. I also want to mention that Sherry does a wonderful webinar called Couple Wellness, where she interviews members of the Wellness Universe. She's interviewed Di Riseborough, Robert Clancy, Ellie Savoy, to mention a few. And also, if you're a member of the Wellness Universe, you might be able to be interviewed by Sherry, so check out the Couple Wellness. And also the Gab. She does the Gab with Mitchell Osborne. It's a wonderful, uncensored webinar series that they just gab about anything and everything, and it's a lot of fun. So anyway, getting into today's webinar, I want to introduce to you Allison Kugel. Allison, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We love you. Let me tell you, you really came in, you stepped up to the plate, you introduced us to this amazing app that you created. I want to let you know, people, first of all, my personal experience with Allison goes way back. Allison used to be my publicist when I had a t-shirt line. Allison got my t-shirts into the hands of people like Khloe Kardashian, like all the way in the beginning when they were like really, really on fire and they had a cleaner image. And people like Mariah Carey. She also got me featured on different TV spots in different news programs, in magazines, in newspapers across the country. I can't tell you how Allison added to my influence and exposure and really created a real great brand name for my t-shirt line when I had it. So I know we're talking with an expert here. Allison is now a wonderful member of the Wellness Universe, and I want to introduce her, and I want to say thank you, Allison. We're so honored to have you. But I do want to ask you one question.
Sure.
I know that you're here to teach us about public relations because you are an expert. You created the Upitch App, which people can download to their phone for free and get connected to journalists. What made you want to develop this app? Coming from being a person-to-person in the public relations field and dealing with people one-on-one, you got into this technology. Why?
I never thought in a million years I would get into the tech field. I can tell you that to start, okay? I've been in public relations now for 16 years. And, you know, our clients pay a monthly retainer fee, as you know. You know, what was happening was my brother and I, who are business partners, we were at lunch one day, and he said to me, you know, so many people call our office all the time with the most incredibly innovative ideas, startups, solo entrepreneurs. They really have incredible things to say. And as soon as I tell them what the monthly retainer fee is, they become completely deflated because they're on a shoestring budget and they can't afford it. Or they'll often say, you know, I've put out press releases and the phone doesn't ring and I don't know what to do and I can't afford a PR firm. So he said to me, what if we came up with a self-serve public relations platform? To which, of course, I said, you're absolutely nuts at first. And then, you know, we talked about it a little bit more and we said, you know what? Why don't we make ourselves obsolete? And I know that at first blush, that sounds a little bit cuckoo. But, you know, the bottom line is there's always going to be people who want to pay for somebody like me, okay? But there are so many people out there who can't, and they just want to know how to pitch journalists, where to pitch journalists, how to get their voice heard. And on the other side of the aisle, journalists are complaining because they're getting slammed with so many emails, many of which are irrelevant to what they cover, or people, you know, don't know how to pitch them properly. And we wanted to lift up the communication between people who are trying to get publicity and those who are capable of giving you publicity. And we wanted to bring it into the 21st century, frankly. And I think that we're doing it.
Allison, I applaud you for taking that step because I know that's outside your comfort zone, but your passion and your purpose, which is what we love to you know, uplift in people in the wellness universe. Your passion, your purpose totally trumped what it was that you feared or what it was that was unknown to you, because you wanted so desperately to bring such a great thing to people. And I applaud you for that. So thank you. I also wanted to mention one more thing that, oh, I forgot. I lost my thought. But anyway, you know what? I'm going to let you roll with it. And I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us here live, whoever came to the call. And thank you for watching the recording. I just want to let you know this is going to be a really empowering webinar for you. And you're going to walk away with the tools to be your own publicist. Oh, I wanted to let you know, that's what I wanted to mention, that, you know what, through this, you are going to be empowering people beyond what they expect. And I know that you will. I want everyone to know that it's not an exclusive thing. Journalists and reporters want your stuff. They want good stories. They're not best friends with anyone, so anyone and everyone can get publicity, just so you know. That's what I'm, right, Allison? They just want a good story. They just want a good story. They want to earn their props. They want to earn their awards. They want to write good journalism. They want to write good stories. Yeah. So everyone has a fair shake. You just need to know how to do it. So thank you, Allison. And without further ado, we're going to jump right in, and I'll give the reins over to you. Thank you.
I just want to say a quick thank you, Anna. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Wellness Universe. It's an honor to be here. Okay.
It's an honor to have you.
So I want to start off by expanding upon the point that Anna brought up when she said that it's not about best friends, it's about content, it's about providing good stories. She's 100% right. There's this misnomer out there, and I hear it all the time, that, you know, oh, you have to have connections to get media coverage. You have to know the right people. You have to be in with the journalists. And people often feel, well, I don't know anybody. I don't have those connections. So therefore, I'm not in the club. I'm not going to be able to get anyone to hear me. Now, I can say, as somebody who's been in public relations for 16 years, going on 17 years, that is false, and that's a kind of almost exposing myself in a way, and here's why. You know, basic logic would tell you that if you've worked with a particular journalist, let's say 3 or 4 times, you would say, well, it's fair to say I have a relationship with that journalist. That's not how journalists operate. It doesn't matter if you go out for coffee with that journalist, if you've gone out for drinks with them, if you've shared some laughs with them. They're really just interested in their own career, and they're you know, pretty self-serving in that way, that they want good stories and they want stories that are going to further their own career. Okay, so that being said, there have been times I've booked 2, 3, 4, 5 stories with a particular journalist. I go and I pitch them a 6th client, and the answer is no, or sometimes you don't even get a response at all. Why? Because they're busy, they're on deadlines, and they're not interested in the next story that you're pitching. That's great news for you guys, because that means that me and you are no different. So if you happen to pitch them and they're interested in your story, they're going to respond to you, even if they don't know you from a hole in the wall. So I just want to drive that point home, dig into to the curriculum at hand. So this is Public Relations 101.